What went wrong? Hey guys, I'm here. Sorry. I was so ready before 6:00. I'm kidding you not. I was ready, and then at the last minute, I'm like, let me just restart the computer in case I don't want any issues with anything. And then, of course, it took a bazillion years to restart itself. So sorry that I was late, but yeah. And Danny's coming. She's finishing something up, and she will be here. She'll be here shortly. How are you guys? How's everybody? And can you hear me fine? Can you feel the love tonight? Can you hear me better? Can you hear me? I always forget which way on this thing is the up volume. Hey, everybody. Hey. I know, SN. How dare I? Oh, no, and because I forgot to shut it down last night. And so I was like, let me quickly shut it down. I don't want there to be any problems. And when you're in like a hurry for something, it's like la-di-da-di-da, it takes forever. Yeah. Good. I know. And the thing is, usually I'm like scrambling at the last minute to get ready. And I'm like, okay, today I'm actually ready on time, except for the computer. Hey, Lord, hi. How are you guys? How was your week? Ugh, and I got all these things popping up. Let me close all this mess. Spotify, no. Okay. There you go. How was your week, everyone? How was your week? Can you believe it is the first? It is like February 1st already. Crazy. Like, what the heck? And like February is one of the shortest months, but January went fast and slow all at the same time. So I don't know. I'm just like, it's insane. And apologies, I meant to have a movie out for you guys this week, but usually the last week of the month and the start of the first week, work-wise, is kind of crazy for me. So excuse me. And Danny was doing some stuff, and every time I'd be like, okay, we got to do let's do the first one we were going to do was Something Like It Hot. And I'm like, okay, do you have a minute to do this? And she's like, I don't. And I'm like, oh, and I'm like, do you want me to do it by myself? And she was like, no. So we're going to do that after the live tonight too. Week was fine. Nothing out of the ordinary. Same. What is crazy about this week, y'all? I cannot believe that. First of all, we had that American Airlines collision with the helicopter by DC, and then that medevac or medical ambulance or whatever it was yesterday in Philly. What the heck? That's crazy. Those poor families. There was so many young people on that DC flight. And then there was, I think, a young child on this one in Philly, like a patient. Just insane. Like, my heart goes out to all the families because I can't imagine. I can't imagine. And then I was watching a video where some people were on an American Airlines flight, and the pilot, nervously, right after it happened, and the pilot was basically like, I know y'all are nervous. And he was trying to reassure them. It was really sweet. I still fly a lot. I haven't flown. It's been a hot minute since I've flown, but usually that's the last thing, I think of when I get on a flight, because I don't know. Just really, really, my heart goes out to all of them. It really does. My thoughts and prayers are with like all those families. Excuse me. Anyway, so what was I saying? So got some. I hope you guys have seen. Have got a chance to watch the Night Court reactions. We've got the first 2 episodes out. I am so loving that show so very much. I had Danny watch the first episode. She's just got to watch. I've got all the way through the 3rd one done. And I'm just fixing that up for copyright, so that one might come out tomorrow. And Quantum Leap, since it was out for a while and then got blocked, that one I was finishing. I've got it set to go, live later tonight. I gave it a lot of time because I wanted to make sure it didn't get blocked again. Because I hate it when we put it up there and it's up there and a handful of people see it and then it's like blocked. And you're like, come on, just figure out what your issues are before it goes live. If it's been up there for over, 12, 24 hours, you know what I mean? But no, it's just silly. So, but yeah, and those are pretty easy. I've kind of got the Night Court ones down to, because it's Warner Brothers, but I've got it down to where if I have it at 15 minutes, it's fine. So those go really quickly to edit. Yeah. And so we just got a lot we had, once again, have to play catch up with. In a way, I mean, a lot of them we can pretty much knock out. Like tonight, we're going to do some Like It Hot. Then Good Will Hunting we'll probably have out tomorrow, the watch along, because that was voted on a couple of lives ago. We're also going to do another watch along poll tonight in the next hour or so. Let me see what else did. What else? I was looking back on my spreadsheet of like the order in which was supposed to be watching stuff, and I kind of got it out of order, so I had to like correct the order. Sweet Good Will Hunting. Yeah, y'all voted on that a couple of the lives ago. So and let me see. Summer School, because that's not a long movie. And I'm hoping something Like It Hot, since it's an older movie, I don't know, fingers crossed, isn't terribly difficult for editing. Sundays are usually a time where I can get quite a bit of editing done. Last Sunday, that's when I back-to-back watched Night Court. I got all through starting I did like the intro for episode 4, and then I got tired, so I was like, ugh. So you're gonna see I have a change of clothes because I'm gonna have to like watch the episode. But I'm trying to tackle a couple of those out at a time because they're like 24 minutes, right? But the movie is just kind of trying to, and Quantum Leap and our exclusive Better Call Saul. It's trying to navigate like mine and Danny's schedule. So, yeah, and let me see. And then Summer School. I'm trying to look because I have it up on board. What else? Is coming up. Tommy Boy is coming up, but that might not be the next couple. That'll be the next couple weeks. The Black Stallion, 8 Seconds. I know what else is gonna come out. Hopefully this weekend. I told her that like if she has a break tomorrow, we have to just knock out a lot of recording. And I had 8 Seconds and To Catch a Thief reverse. So To Catch a Thief comes first and then 8 Seconds. So To Catch a Thief will be coming out hopefully like sometime next week. Yeah. I know. Let's see. The cat or dog that went at that cardboard box behind you seems to have had a field day. Oh, you see, like right here, over here. Is that what you're looking at? Yeah. No, and one of them. I don't know when they're on a schedule. Yeah, it's cat. We don't have dogs. They're on a schedule when they get fed, but this one I swear will eat like everything. Plastic, cardboard, like whatever. If it's just a little bit hungry, it starts eating the cardboard box. It's crazy. I know. And if plastic's on the floor, it'll eat plastic. Also, when he wants to get our attention, it's so weird. He also, I feel like is a cat with anxiety. But if he wants to get our attention or we're not paying attention, he tries to scratch at the wall outlets. I don't know. I really don't know. He's kind of in a world of his own. How to Catch a Thief in 8 Seconds. Sorry, terribly. Maybe is that like going to be what's going to happen in 8 seconds? That would be a very short reaction, right? Hey, I'm all for those kind of jokes. Bring them on. Yeah, and it's so bad that like my birthday movie, which my birthday was in November, is probably coming out in like 2 weeks. That's how far we're kind of like 2 months behind, right? That one is charade, and I picked that one specifically because it's copyright like free. I was like, okay, or whatever you want to say. Excuse me. So yeah, I don't know when Danny's gonna. Hopefully, Danny's here soon. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, Danny's gonna pick the movies for the watch along. For the not for the watch along, for the poll tonight, and it's all movies that you guys have recommended during the live. So those are the ones we put on the polls. If you're new here, I know that most of you have been here, like S and Dino, Lord High, so you guys know. But yeah, that would be a really short reaction. I'm kind of liking doing them like quick. Like we're not going to go specific, like just all do TV, right? So don't worry about that. I think some people are like, oh my God, they're going more into TV. No. It's just that like movies, especially the ones we have lined up, are like long movies, right? So they take longer to edit. Whereas like Night Court, I can edit like really quickly because it's 24 minutes, narrow it down to 15 with intro and outro. It's really, really fast to do. The 2-hour movies, like an hour and a half movie can take an initial edit. I'm talking before we put it on, try to put it on YouTube. So the initial edit, so we initial edit, then it goes to Patreon. It takes me it might take Danny a little bit longer because I've been doing it longer than her, but like 3 hours. So a 2-hour movie, like, I don't know, like 4.5. Something like that to do. So it takes a little bit. If there's a lot of music in it, sometimes you can just cut that out like really fast. But yeah. And I've been trying, if I can help it, unless it's a pain in the arse, I've been trying not to like blur anything out. That's why I didn't blur anything out even with Quantum Leap. I was just like, okay, it's being annoying again. Let's try this again. So. And it's weird. It's like 10, 15 second snippets that it gets all in its panties in a twist about. Seems like 8 hours total. Yeah, if I do a 2-hour and an hour and a half, the hour and a half aren't bad. Watching the movie is the fun part, right? It's just, and I don't mind the editing. It's a little more time consuming. Yeah. So, and because I know. I'm pretty certain Some Like It Hot's about 2 hours. Good Will Hunting's long. Summer School is not. To Catch a Thief, I have no idea. I'd have to check. Gotta watch it once and rewatch it again to find out what parts you even attempt to leave in the edit. Gotta watch it once and rewatch it again to find out what parts you even attempt. And then you mean like initial, like watch it once then edit, or you mean like just watch it? I kind of think I know what you mean. I think I know what you mean. Yeah. I gotcha. Yeah. Yeah, because it's funny because and doing that too, because sometimes I'll just watch like a section, right, and then go in, because if you just are like, okay, and then you can kind of see like, oh, we spoke or we laughed here, this part I know I'm going to keep in, but then sometimes I might cut out something that like I didn't realize we had said something or whatever. So I'll usually kind of watch it in parts instead of going back through and watching the whole thing. And if the movie's really good, I don't mind watching it over and over, right? But when we have to edit so many times, you're like, okay, I don't want to watch this movie for like ever again. But if it's a movie that we weren't really digging, or I wasn't really digging, I'm like, oh my God, it's torture having to go back and watch it again. But yeah. Yeah, what I'll do is watch it in sections, like edit out the section, and then do like that section by section, right? And then I go back through and watch everything after it's edited, just to make sure. because sometimes you might edit something and you might not have edited it right. And I don't like when it has, it's like, when it even has like 1 second of the last scene that I forgot to like kind of edit it out. So, and I'm real picky about that. So I go back and like take that out. But yeah, I always have to go back and rewatch it just to make sure. And it's funny because when we first started this, Danny would be like, "Mom, take this out." I said something silly. I think she talked about this before, right? I didn't like what I said, and I was just like, "Just leave it in." I mean, that's the fun of it. It was like your true reaction, right? Me, I don't really care if I say something stupid, or I'm just like, I don't really understand what's going on yet, and maybe it made sense, but I myself haven't put it together. Maybe she had put it together. I still leave it in. I don't really care. Like, somebody will get a good giggle out of it or not, or they'll come in the comments and be like, "You're so stupid. You didn't figure that out." It's like, whatever. Well, whatever. So, yeah. Oh, so that's the plan. Jan. So hopefully to get some. I'm hoping to get some more. Yeah, Sundays are always a good day to get just to get a lot of editing done. I mean, throughout the week I can do like the night court ones. Those are fun. Those are easy, but yeah, Sundays are usually the best time to get editing done. But that's what I love about the watch alongs, unless there's commercials, and I take those out because you don't have to sit through a commercial. They're gonna say the watch alongs are easy. I just go through and watch it still. And the exclusives are easy, but I would still go through and watch it. Yeah, because you don't have to edit anything out of those. Those are easy, but yeah. Editing's a bit time consuming. I mean, if this was all I was doing all day, every day, and I could just sit there like 8 hours or 10 hours and just do it consistently, no problem. But when I have to work and then, try to fit this in, or Danny doing her school and trying to fit in some editing. So yeah, it just takes a little bit longer. That's why we don't really have a consistent schedule. Also, I felt like when I had a consistent schedule, like copyright would throw it off. Like if we could get to the point where we could have so many things watched and edited and just they were all sitting on YouTube for like weeks ahead of time, that would be the dream. That would be ideal. That would be what I strive to get to, but we're not quite at that point. We don't have the time to get that far ahead of ourselves. Yeah. Unfortunately. You guys are so quiet. What's going on? Guys? Did you guys see? Have you been watching the? I know some of you aren't really into the TV reactions, but I do. I really did like Night Court. I can't wait to get past, because I'm not going to put any other episodes out until I can get past this again. Quantum Leap, the first one, but I cannot wait to pick up on that one too. I'm excited to carry on with that one. Yeah. But we have a lot of movies coming up. Somewhere along the line in here in the next 2 weeks, we're also fitting in Rocky IV, because we're like, we really have to get back to some of these sequels. And I think I have it somewhere to fit in there. Harry Potter. Because that one I pulled a while ago, but again, it's Warner Brothers, so you know how that can be. So I think with the Harry Potter, it's just going to open them up like they do the watch-alongs for everybody on Patreon. Like that. I'm trying to see what else. What other exclusives we have here? Danny's still got to work on For All Mankind. She's got all of season 1. That's an Apple TV show. We've got all of season 1 recorded. She just needs to edit those. And oh yeah, other exclusives. Oh, To Catch a Thief is an exclusive, so you'll have to be on Patreon to see that. 8 Seconds is an exclusive. Then and these were all our spin to wins that we do on Patreon, so they give us the options and we choose which one. The Last Temptation of Christ is coming up as an exclusive. And let's see. There's 2 that one of the spin to wins Craig won. He gave us 2 options, but I don't know which one we're gonna do there. And then let's see. I love doing it that way. I hope the patrons do too, because it's just so much easier for us. It's something that they want to see. Not it's hard to choose sometimes what movies to put on polls. Let's see. Retain the original for a future edit once you get more familiar with copyright. Oh, the Harry Potter. You'll get a lot of traction. Yeah, I mean, if it doesn't, if it's not terrible, like I know they're really long movies, right? So if I can cut it down pretty good, I'll try to put it on YouTube, or Danny, whichever one of us gets to it. Because those aren't, I have to look, but they're like long. Are they like over 2 hours each? If I'm not mistaken. Right? They're like 2 hours plus. So yeah, what we used to do before is, I mean, we'll even try to put them on YouTube, but if they're really really problematic, then we'll probably just then we'll probably end up opening them up on. That's usually what happens. Like we try to put them on YouTube, and then if they're really problematic, we'd just be like, screw this, and we just open it up for everybody on Patreon. So yeah, 2.5 hours each, right? Yeah, that's what I thought. Take over time. 90 minutes to 2 hours, 2:15. Yeah. Oh, and sometimes it's like, I know it's inevitable. You're gonna have a long movie, and I'm not opposed to it. I know some people are like, "Oh my god, 2 hour movies are so like hard to sit through." I don't mind a long movie because honestly, I feel like they go really fast, in my opinion. It's just they take longer, obviously, to edit. A lot longer to edit. Let's see what else is coming up. So I already said Summer School, Tommy Boy. Those are like from old ones. Heartbreak Ridge. That's also a very long one. The OG Magnificent Seven. Dave. I already said the Black Stallion. Well, I can already tell them, but The Last Castle. These are ones coming to YouTube. And then we haven't picked SN from your last general spin to win what we're going to pick on that one. You gave us 3 good options and we're not sure yet. No. Okay, Danny's almost. She's coming. Nope. All right. Yo. What do you want to talk about? What do we want to talk about tonight? What's up? Just coming. Danny Bell is coming. was going to say something. I totally had a brain fart. I don't know what I was going to say, guys. Complete and utter brain fart. I don't know. No idea. No idea. Got my little Chewy shirt on tonight. Just looking at the back, I feel like my posters are crooked back there, but maybe it's just me. If y'all notice, sometimes when I sit, like if I sit like a lot like this, I try not to. It's because in 2006, I had surgery on my neck, and it was so weird, y'all. It's like one day I had started to have like a lot of neck pain, and all of a sudden I literally could not turn my neck. I'm trying to figure, to the right. I was trying to figure out because it's a lot better. I still don't have range of motion on the left hand side, complete range of motion. But I could not turn my head at all to the left, and it took like, oh my god, many doctors and scans and went in once for the surgery, and then they had to delay it, and then I went in anyway. I had a long surgery, and they were going to try to put I guess pins or rods in my neck, right? Well, I mean, obviously I heard about this afterwards, right? And I didn't have any family member here, but I was I had my in-laws were here. My in-laws were great. They I recovered over at their house, which was fantastic. And Danny was like about 4 or 5. She was. What's that? What's that?
Call emergency services.
What?
Nope. Calling emergency services.
No.
You think it was my phone pressed the button because it was in the pocket for the chair?
Oh my god, hold on.
I held it down and I'm like, no.
Did it call emergency services?
I hung up, nobody answered.
Well, if we get a knock on the door, it's probably somebody coming to see if we okay.
I know, because it was like nobody picked up. It was barely dialing. I'm like,
did you guys hear that noise? I was, what in the heck? She had it in the side of the chair, and it hit the emergency button. I'm sure all of us have done that, but we don't get the call to go through. And it said calling emergency services, and I was like, oh my god. I know. I was like, what in the crap is that? So if we get a knock at the door, making sure we okay over here, or a call back if you get somebody calling back, Anyways, where was I with my story? Okay. So and Danny was it was 2006, so this was latter in 2006. So she just started kinder. And anyways, they were gonna put rods and screws in, and I was bleeding so much that they literally had to call my dad. I was here, he was back in South Dakota, to get permission, and they took a bone out of my hip and put it in my neck. So and even after they did that, I had I still was out of pain because it was very uncomfortable and painful, but I still didn't have the range of motion. And so I went to a lot of therapy and all this and that. And I still this is all the farther I can turn my neck that way. So a lot of times if someone is I prefer someone to be on the right of me, if we're walking and talking, because if I have to I'll have to turn my whole look. But it's been since 2006, and at this point I just deal with it. But sometimes I get I get the chronic pain. Oh my god, they even did, before I went for the surgery, I had one doctor who's like, let's try Botox and see if that helps. So literally I had Botox on one side of my neck and not on the other. And this was 2006, y'all. Can always call the non-emergency number to clarify as a backup, but that'd be less exciting and cheaper than a knock at the door. I know. If you guys remember last time, if you were here with the live, when my
the third time somebody showed up.
Every time we have a live, we get a freaking knock at the door, right? And last live, she pounded on that door like it was FBI, just to see if we were parked in front of her house or whatever. And no, but So if we get a knock, we'll just wait. We'll make it exciting, y'all. We'll see if they come and make sure.
Because I was like, why is my alarm going off? I thought it was my phone alarm. I was like, what?
Oh, she's not working very hard if she's commenting from the other room. No, because she was getting ready to come in here, guys.
So they picked up the groceries.
Yeah, she was
Picked up the groceries.
yeah, she was getting ready to come in here, and I was like, what in the crap is that?
Scared me too.
Yeah, there's always something exciting happening in this live. So if we get a really loud pound on the door, don't be surprised, guys. Or if somebody tries to call you back, make sure you like bring it here in case.
Yeah,
So-
my phone's on the chair. I'm coming.
So you can be like, sorry, that was an accident. I mean, I'm sure that happens. Do you know how many times like I've accidentally like almost pressed that button? I hate that. I mean, it's good to have, right?
I get it, but also like it's annoying.
I wish it wasn't just like right there, but yeah, she was bringing some groceries in, and then she was gonna come, and then that happened. Anyways,
Okay.
we never disappoint doing this live. There's always something unexpected happening.
I'm so cold.
You're cold.
Yes, I'm cold.
I know. Today it was like 80. We're gonna be back close to 90 again. It's ridiculous. I hate it. I feel like sometimes I get on here like I'm a weather person. Like, okay, today's weather. I hate doing that. But and she's cold, and I'm like over here like sweating. Praise warm weather. I know. I like it. My preferable weather is between 60 and 70, 75. Anything like under 60, I get a little cold. But
Coming in hot. Oh my goodness.
now you're just destroying everything.
I'm sorry. Here, just take this.
Lord Jesus, this child.
There.
Y'all just don't even know.
It is so
Below
cold.
60 is too cold for you, SN? Have you always lived in Florida, though?
Here's what.
Oh, she's got to bring the blanket in and everything. She ain't right. Here.
Yes, thank you.
Thanks, Paul.